So, hot topic last week, Arena Commander. It's obviously like introducing more racing now. We just had two ISCs, a part 1 and a part 2, all about Arena Commander. And we were treated to some very interesting stuff related to racing directly. That's got me very excited. I say this all the time, so let me just reiterate what I've said in chat already, like in the last week. I see a huge amount of potential in Arena Commander when it comes to competitive racing. I shared a little earlier my view of the future, with what sim racing can be with Star Citizen. And I see that happening in Arena Commander, where it's a lot easier to set up races, where you can get together in a private lobby, you can have grids auto form, you can have race directing happen automatically through tools that track you. You could have replay tools like any other racing game has, where you can have track side cameras that are operated by a computer, and they track racers and they take care of it all. You can have these spectator suites. I see a huge potential there, and I think there's a good chance that some of our racing in the near future anyway is going to happen in Arena Commander because of the ease of access. The being able to set game rules, no shields, no boost, shield banging, 6 laps, time tracking, all of that stuff. I see huge potential. We know it's coming to AC with the holo gates and everything that they're building now. So I'm really curious to see what the future looks like. Obviously, people are saying, yeah, but racing in the PU, it's all about the immersive experience of all the support and logistics that come around it. And that's very true. The death of a spaceman, the risk of losing your body or your ship. And that doesn't go away. That's still, it's appealing and it's true. And there's going to be underground racing, and there's going to be racing for pink slips, if you will, and all that. But I have a feeling personally that the competitive esports sim racing stuff is going to be AC. What do you guys think?
Let's just get my mind in shambles. I'm trying to think, but I think just like you said, Maze, with the tools that it actually offers and stuff, and and actually there's less performance hit for now, right, to everyone's rig and stuff. So you could have if they let us use the experimental modes and set our own type of races and everything else, and hopefully implementation of different camera angles, as a producer camera angles. So it could be a great gateway for the esport.
We typically do, let's say it's party start at the hour, party launch in 15 minutes. Everybody has to go to the ASAP terminals, travel with their ships. The stream starts 15 minutes after that. Then we're probably not ready because people are running into issues. Then we still need to line up the grid. Then we finally get going. Then the sun goes down, which you probably can control in AC, right? Because the daylight isn't long enough. So there's just so much going on that hampers the potential of racing and esport competitive sim racing stuff in particular. Not the let's get together and have fun. No, that stuff that requires time schedules and stream times and keeping things tidy and organizing the results and relying on systems. If all of that shit becomes easy in the PU, of course I'd pick PU over AC any day. But I see AC taking the lead in the near future anyway.
Yeah, you did a good job of laying out kind of the reason for AC and stuff like that. Obviously, it still has a lot of functionality that's going to need to develop to be able to support that. Both our filming, being able to host and set up things and actually get everybody there to do it. I'm hoping that some of that functionality that they develop for AC, like holo gates, things like that they're working on, can also cross-pollinate and come back to the PU so we can have this environment where kind of both can be done at the same time. This is just speaking my personal dreams, is that in the long run, I hope that XGR as an organization and our setup can grow big enough to where we could have major racing series setups, like division racing, whatever it might be, in both the PU and AC, and be able to have this kind of dichotomy between, and people that want to race in one or the other or both at the same time. I obviously think that the esports more competitive side is going to migrate AC, just like you mentioned, for all the reasons that you mentioned. But my hope is that we can have a lot of really serious racing on both sides, and I think that's going to create this system where people can really enjoy the racing side of Star Citizen in multiple ways, or just the way that really works for what they can do.
I feel like AC is really going to make, people said practice in AC, race in the PU. Like in the PU, it takes some level of playing and setup to the point that you can spawn, get to your ship, go to the track, and run laps. So you have to learn the track. You have to already have your spawn set beforehand. Like, there's a lot of things that need to happen. Whereas in AC, like, you'll be able to boot up the game, run laps for 20 minutes, scratch that itch and put it away. So like for me, I think I'll probably be more of the just like casual, doesn't matter if I blow myself up and throw myself into the wall. Like I'll probably have fun in AC, but the more serious side for me will probably be the PU. So it might actually be the opposite.
Like legit time concerns. There'll be times, most people that play Star Citizen are a little bit older, right? And they may have families and stuff like that. You got 20 minutes. If I had 20 minutes, I can hop in and run 20 minutes of laps. I'm going to do that.
Yeah.
Right now,
Yeah.
I'm at 20 minutes. I'm not even going to get to the track. So it's just